Hi. Hi. Welcome. Good morning. Hello. Buenos días. Hi. Hello, Surisa. Welcome. Thank you so much for passing by. I hope your lurking is going okay. Hi, Lupe, 301107. Hola, bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás? Hello, good morning. Hello, Frederick. Hi. Hi, Chihuahua. Congrats on being the first one on YouTube. Hello, Cesar. Hi, Gonzo. Hi. Hello, Fry. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you also have a good day. Take care. Hello, Bobine. Hello. Guys, I was locked out from my house. And I was in underwear. Okay, wait. I think it would be better if I draw you this because I don't know how to explain. I'm gonna cry. I can't believe. Wait, what does this happen to me, guys? Honestly, what's going on? What's going on? What's the universe trying to tell me? I don't understand. This does not make any kind of sense. I'm just losing it, bestie. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Okay, let me see if I can share you this. Give me a momento. Okay, guys. I was. I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna do this. Did you break it? Okay, guys. He hated us so much he invited me home to the street. Yo, bro, shut the fuck up. That's not what happened. There are locksmiths especially for cases like this. I don't know any locksmith. I don't know if that exists. Do they exist anymore? I don't think that exists anymore. In a scale 1 to 10, how much do you think Delta Pan is right now? No, average or Delta scale? Delta's always funny. Bro, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna explain to you. That's horrible. Okay, guys. Before stream, I thought it will be good for me to take out the trash because I didn't take the trash yesterday, and I didn't want to have the trash anymore in the kitchen, right? I didn't want the smell, so I thought it will be good to take out the trash, right? Before stream, be a responsible person, and you know, guys. So there's a thing with the trash thingy is that my apartment is right here, right? My apartment is right here. I have my apartment here. I have my little plants. I have my plants. And right here, I have the luckiness that there's another apartment right here. Okay, and there's a wall here and goes like this, and there's another apartment right here. Okay, another apartment right here, and I have the lucky that this is the trash hole. Okay, it's like, well, it's not like that. It's like another door. Okay, it's like another door, and inside that door is basically like an opener that you just like push the little thingy up and you open and you throw the trash inside, and it's gonna go to the trash tube and it's gonna go away. Okay, and then, well, there's a long hallway in here. This is a balcony, blah 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 blah, right? And here there's another apartments. And over here, there's another door with another trash thingy. Okay, but I have lucky because I have one just arrived my apartment, right? So what I did was because okay, I am pajamas, guys, and you know my pajamas right now, my pajamas are this is me, guys. This is me. Yeah. My I'm gonna cry. What is this living? Living so hard. I'm so done. I'm so done with life. Okay. This is word enough. So, what I'm... you went to do a trash? So what type of bean did you jump in? No, okay. Oh, this is El Echo! Thank you so much, Cesar. Thank you so much. You're the only one who cares about me. Let me turn it off. Cesar, you're the only one who cares about me. Thank you so much. So this is me, guys. Okay, for sleeping, I do not like wearing pants, okay? But I was going outside, so I wouldn't go in my underwear. So I have these shorts, okay? That looks like underwear, but they aren't underwear, but they're basically underwear. And they're black shorts, okay? They're black shorts. The people use it for sports, but because it was cold, okay? It was cold. So, hello, Jonathan Naredo. Welcome. Bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás? Welcome. Good morning. I'm new. Good luck. Okay, so I was going outside, right? And because it was cold, because it was tall, I'm wearing a like how do you call it? I don't know how do you call it, like a sweatshirt? Is that the name? A sweatshirt? Sheet? I don't know how it's called. I know how it's called, okay? But it's long because it's an oversized one, okay? So basically it ends here and you barely can see the shorts. Like barely. You can even say that I have no underwear. But it was okay because the trash was used by the side, okay? So I was supposed to go out. Take the trash and then come back inside. It was supposed to be just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, okay? So I went out looking like this. I went out looking like this. My naked knees. and you know, there's a lot of wind. And I went out. I was right here. And it was the door. So the door was open, right? It opens from the insides. I put like the carpet. I put it here so the the door wouldn't close. But it closed. It closed. And I have like we have like a fan here that is like a thing that protects the door, right? That thing stay open, but the door closed. but I had my phone. Okay, so I do have a problem. Maybe I cannot not have my phone, and I'm so lucky. So yeah, okay. So this thing has like pockets, and here was my phone. Okay, and in the phone, while I was going to take out the trash. When I was going to take out the trash, I actually was reading you in the chat saying, Delta Doko, Delta haters so much. And I was like, these motherfuckers, they're still talking about me in the chat. Anyways, the door closed and I have a phone, right? I put the trash on the trash hole, and happily my cousin, who's my roommate, he has just left like 1 hour ago to class. And we're lucky that his campus is like five blocks from our house. So I called him and I was like, hey, like I'm outside the house. Can you come pick me up? Can you come help me? And he was like, I'm in class. And I was like, I know you're in class, but can you come back? And he didn't want to pick me up, so I was outside in underwear, cold, because I was not wearing pants. You seem like a good person. I'm going to subscribe. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I really appreciate it. Welcome. Now you're adulthood. Se le enfrían las bolas, cállate. So at the end, I could convince him to pick me up. So he came and he was very like I'm missing class for this shit, you know. I'm missing class. I'm missing my class. He's your typical guy, you know. And he was like, it was very funny because we were dressed in the same way with the sweatshirt and everything. But I think the only difference and the most notorious ones between us two is that he was actually wearing pants. He was wearing pants. So he gave me the key. He opened the door for me. And you know, he wasn't even surprised because he looked at me, he looked at my legs, and he looked at me again, and he was like, he wasn't even surprised. He was just judging. Have you seen the dog? Have you seen the dog that is like this, and it looks like you like this? Like, I don't know how it's looking, like judging you, but not judging you at the same time. Like it's judging you, like the Shrek one. Have you seen the Shrek that is like? I cannot do the face, but I'm gonna copy and paste. Wait. I gotta search. He was looking at me like this dog. He asked me like, why are you naked? And I was like, I'm not naked, I have shorts. And he was like, you cannot go outside like this. And I was like, but I'm not going outside. I was like, I'm not going outside. Are you taking out the trash? Because you didn't take it first. Because, you know, guys, actually this guy was supposed to take out the trash because he was the only one going out, right? He was the only one going out to school. I'm going to school, but later, not now. So he was supposed to take out the trash, but he didn't because he's a man. But then guy, the responsible guy, had to take out the trash and got trapped inside because I didn't have the keys. And he arrived, like, he took, like, guys, he's not gonna, like, actually, I'm surprised. I don't think he went to class because you take, like, 15 minutes to walk from here to the house. So maybe he, I don't know how he arrived so fast, because in, like, less than 10 minutes, he was already here. Anyways, he was not gonna be like this. Like, sure. So yeah. So yeah, now I'm here. It's streaming. Hello. Good morning. Did the neighbors and Jojo get up? Happily, no one got out the house. Like, maybe the receptionist, because, you know, there's like, okay. So on the thingy, on the neighborhood, there's a camera here that looks all this area, and there's another camera like over here that looks all this area over here, right? So maybe or maybe it is, right? So maybe he noticed me, but you know, there's a lot of cameras. I don't think he just paid attention to me. Because I was literally on the door. I was sit down with my, like, hugging my legs. I would just sit down, like, hugging my legs, waiting my cousin to come for me. Also because it was cold, right? It's very cold, actually. It's very, very cold. And anyways, hi, good morning, hello, hi, hello, Alicia, how are you doing? Good night. I mean, for me it's morning, but I don't know about you. Bro, just camping with no pants, nothing to see here. Huh? What the fuck? What are you even saying? What? Hello, Bingosauro. How are you doing? Hello. Hello there, Yubei. Welcome. What do you mean cold? -5? Cold, like 13 centimeters. No, that's not the word. 13 grades in Fahrenheit. I don't know. I don't know about grades. I don't know about temperature, but it was cold. Okay, it was cold. So you cannot say anything to me. You can say anything. You know what surprised me? Actually, you know, guys, yesterday I went to the gym. I'm gonna start to exercise again. So, anyways. Yesterday I went, like, it was like 4 or maybe 5 p.m. when I went, right? And it was really cold, guys. His equatorial ass haven't felt cold ever. He doesn't understand the concept. What do you mean? I've been cold. C is for Celsius, 5C is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, it was 13 Celsius, okay? Guys, I know what cold is, okay? I'm just very sensitive to coldness, okay? It's just a thing. I don't expect you to understand it. I just expect you to respect it, okay? anyways, talking about cold. Like yesterday I went out, right? And because it was like 5 p.m., it was afternoon, and I expected it to be also a little bit cold. So behind my t-shirt, okay, I gotta do another outfit check because I don't know if you're gonna understand what I'm saying. So behind my, okay, so I have, oh my god, beep, guys. What if I copy and paste it? Never mind, I'm very smart. I'm very smart. Don't talk to me. Okay, so in this case, okay. So in this case, I went out, right? I went out and I was wearing a shirt, you know, your normal shirt, a normal shirt. It was a green shirt. I was normal shirt, but because it was cold and I didn't want to be cold, especially at the gym, because at the gym you sweat, right? At the gym you sweat, and I didn't want to get cold because of the sweat. So I wear a compressing shirt underneath. It was a long compressing shirt, and I just have like the baggy pants, you know, the typical baggy pants that you wear when you go to the gym. And this unironically is actually how I dress up. So it was not out of brand. So I have my sneakers, and I have my little tote bag because I'm a little gay guy who wears tote bags for everything. And it was very, you know what? It was very funny because when I arrived to the gym, like I arrived to the gym, and when I arrived to the gym, there was like this girl on the reception, okay? It was on the reception of the gym, and she was like, hey, like, you know, you need to put your bag on the lockers, and for that you need like a locker, and I didn't have a locker because I forgot I had to bring the locker, right? And she looked at me, and maybe she felt pity or whatever, but she say, hey, you can leave it on the manager's room. On the manager's room there's a camera, so your stuff will not get lost, so you can put your stuff in there. And I was like, oh, amazing. So I gave her my bag, and when she saw my bag, she was like, her smile instantly like disappeared because my tote bag has my tote bag is a tote bag that has like, I love Tostitos. And indeed, I had Tostitos inside. And the thing with this gym is that they promote when there's a compromise that you sign, and when it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I think it's an event that basically when you like register on this gym, they make you sign a compromise for also control your dieting. Like you consume more food, like you compromise to, at least for the first 4 or 5 weeks, to stop eating like fat carbs and start eating real carbs with proteins and shit like that. And it was my first day, and I already have my Tostitos bag because I was gonna run out of calories on the gym, so I needed to get the bag. And she was like, hi, so you came for the band, right? For the like the healthy food event, right? The healthy food event, right? And I was like, yeah, because the healthy food event is also like, it's a promotion. So instead, guys, I feel so good. Imagine that the gym costs like $20 per month. Well, maybe $25 per month, okay? Because of the event, you know how much I pay? $1. and that's why I'm going to the gym. Anyways, okay, the funny thing is that $1 the first month, but at the next month I'm gonna have to pay like 15, and then at the end I'm gonna have to pay the normal $25 that is every month. But the thing that they don't know is that after this month I'm gonna get out. But you don't need to tell them. You don't need to tell them. Anyways, she looked at me very weirdly. She's like, "We're gonna take care of your stuff. Don't worry." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much. You're so nice to me." And blah 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 blah. Anyways, I was surprised because the people at the gym, I was with like, I was normal, okay, guys. I had forgotten how the people at the gym dress. I have forgotten how they dress. Do you know how they dress? Like this big buff man. Like they like I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like, I mean, if I had a body like that, I think I will also flex. But they're just like, imagine their muscles. This is the nipples. Okay, this is imagine your big muscle veiny man. They're so slutty, guys. I don't wanna shame anyone by the way they dress, but why do people in gym have to be so slutty? Like, literally this big buff guys. Literally this big buff guy has like compressed shirts. You can see everything. You can see everything through. Like, it doesn't cover shit. You can even see their nipples. Like, I understand that on the gym you have to be careful with the clothes, because yeah, you need to wear comfy clothes because you're gonna exercise. But they were like with compressed shirts. I will see their nipples, and they was with the short ass, like, you know, they had the shirts I'm wearing right now. They go outside with underwear. They go outside with underwear, and they just don't care. And they just have like their little like sneakers, and you can see everything. You can see the legs, you can see the arms, you can see the face, but the face is normal, I guess. Yeah, like, you understand what I mean? Like, I don't wanna be. Is it me the problem? Am I the problem? Is it me? If you want funny story, when you look in his bathroom, I posted on Discord. Wait, what? Did you go look in the bathroom? What is this? I'm just a swing transvestite. What is that? Delta versus that beer will be an epic battle. What? Yo! What is this? I don't wanna see that shit. I'm not gonna see that shit. Gym games, indeed. My body hurts. I'm just a little guy. I literally, like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a child. Because everyone was so tall and big. I don't know, like, I don't want to stigmatize like gym people, but they look exactly how you think they will look like. And you know, the girls had, like, you know, some girls were like with the hair just like hanging around, and I was just wondering, like, aren't you exercising? Isn't that uncomfortable to have your hair just hanging around when you exercise? But anyways, it's not my business. But most of the girls had like the ponytail, you know, the ponytail, and they were like very, very tight, guys, like very, very like pew, 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 pew. And they have abs. They also have abs. Like what the fuck? And they were like, you know, you they have crop tops, and they have like this little. They have like the same shorts, that this guy has. like the same like short ass shirts that you can see everything. Like I will not surprise if like she exercise I could see half of her ass cheek. And this guy too. Like I like am I missing something? Like is it more comfortable to be almost naked on the gym? Or is it just something that people does just because the thing with the gym club is that you're supposed to be comfortable, right? How can I be comfortable watching another guy's nipples? Like, am I the problem, right? Because I shouldn't be looking. Okay, that's the thing, that people can wear whatever they want and nobody should be looking at them. But how can I not look? There's nipples! Am I the problem? Am I just how it's called, internalized misogynia? But it's not to the woman, it's to the guys. Like honestly, like the girls could be naked, I will not fucking care. But why do the guys have to dress so slutty? Is it a me problem? I'm texting, I go, there is a girl with huge tits and that does the same thing. Like you can see the nipples. I know! You can see the nipples! Exactly! You can see the nipples! Like they literally are not wearing like shit. They're just wearing the fucking compressing shirt that doesn't cover up anything. And imagine my pain. Imagine my pain when they were like working out, right? And everything got sweaty and they were like with the towel and the water and everything. I was like, stop! I cannot do this anymore. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to the gym. Assert domination but showing muscles. Like, honestly, guys, no shame. If I had a body like theirs, I would also flex my body. If I had like abs and that kind of shit, I will also flex my body. You know, like, to be fair, like, no shame on that. They have worked so hard to get it. But why do they have to show me their nipples? Their nipples! Am I just going crazy? Am I just going crazy? Am I just part of the problem? Am I just part of the society that shames people just because they're showing their nipples? I do remember when I was going to, like, on my freshman year in school, there was a trend that girls started like wearing, like, I don't know, like, imagine this is the teeth, right? And there's like piercings, but they weren't piercings, they were like fake piercings. And you know, and the piercings could be shaped like a star, or they could also be like a heart, you know. And when you had the clothes, when you had like the clothes, you know, like, you know, a normal body, right? They were like, okay, when you see them, you could actually see like the shape of the piercing they were wearing, even though they were wearing a t-shirt, you know. And it was a trend. This was like a thing that people actually used to do. But I don't know if it's something anymore. But at the moment, I thought, yeah, it looks cool. I also wanted to have pierced teeth. But then I thought about it, and it will hurt, and I don't like pain. So anyways, coming back to the gym. Like, imagine... I'm just gonna shut up and think about it. Hello there, sorry I'm late. Don't worry. How are you doing? Are you having a nice day? How's work? And oh yeah, guys, there was like this guy that, okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but guys, at least in this gym, I don't know how it's in other gyms, but in this gym, the coaches that are guys actually teach better than the girls. I think the girls didn't like me. Am I... because I was supposed to do some kind of exercises, you know. I was supposed to do flex and push-ups and everything, and I was like, hey, so I don't know how to do this, can you teach me? Because that's their job. That's their job, teaching me how to do the exercises, because I don't want to break my back, you know. I don't want to break my bones. And I also was like, I didn't know how to use the... I didn't know how to measure the amount of weight that I should carry. because you, depending on your weight, like your body weight, you are supposed to start carrying some weight for the exercises, right? So I didn't know. So I asked 3 of the girls that were coaching, and none of them told me how to actually do the exercise. Like, I was like, hey, I need to do this. And she was like, yeah, you grab those things and do this. Like, and like, just do the exercise that you see on the video, because they have an application, and in the application you can see videos, but the video doesn't teach you shit. I didn't understand shit. Am I dumb? So I went to the girl, another girl, and I was like, oh, hey, I need to do the exercise. How do I do it? And the other girl look at me, look like she did like the scan look, you know? She scanned me with her eyes. She looked at my feet, from my feet to my head, to my head to my feet, and she looked at me, and say like, you go there and do what the video says. And I was like, okay, but huh? So finally I went to the third girl, and I was like, hey, like, I need help, I don't know how to do this exercise. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm busy right now, so you can ask one of my coworkers, they will help you. So I'm not a coach, I'm from the reception. And she went away. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess. So I finally went. Okay, the reason why I didn't want to the male ones is because I'm scared of big people. Okay, this is gonna sound bad, but I am actually scared of people that looks bigger than me. I don't know if it's survival. I think it's survival instinct. Okay, it's survival instinct. So the girls on the gym were were like a little, like, maybe my size, you know. They were my size. They were almost my size. So it was good. Okay. But the guys on the fucking gym, the guys were like fucking big. I mean, they were like, it wasn't only the muscle, it was also like the height. They were so big, guys. I don't know, where do they find these people? I used to start to wonder, like, where did they go to find these people? Like, it's like a special recruitment, because I was like, anyways, I went to this guy, the coach, and I was like, hey, so I need help with this exercise, I don't know how to do it. And he was like, okay, let's go. And I was like, wait, what do you mean let's go where? And he actually guided me to the place I was supposed to do the exercise. And he actually grabbed like the little thingies, I don't know how they're called. They are how are they called? The things that have like weight and you like have to like carry. I don't know how they call. Do you know how they call the weights? I don't know how they call, okay, but this is like basically the things you need to carry with your hands, and then you do like the exercise that you're supposed to do. So he guided me to the place I was supposed to take those things, and there was like this kind of bed dish. It wasn't a bed, okay, but it was like a long seat. Okay, it was a long seat, and you were supposed to sit in here and do the exercises and blah 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 blah. So, anyways, he guided me to the place. He like the dumbbells. Okay, he grabbed the dumbbells and he actually like teach me how to visually. He did the exercises, and then he said like, okay, now you try it, and I try it, and he like grabbed me and he like, wait, can I touch you? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, thank you. And like, it sounds weird, but in the context it was normal, right? Because he wanted to approach to correct my posture or whatever. It was like, can I touch you? And I was like, yeah. With those tits. That's whatever you want. No, anyways, he approached to me, he corrected my posture, he corrected like my elbows, my shoulder, he corrected what I was doing wrong. And I have a thing with my body, is that I don't know where my body goes. Like, I just move it, and hopefully it's gonna go to a place. So the guy was like, okay, so you need to remember how it feels when you do this, like when you are in this posture, and then you just like keep looking for feeling that exact thing again. And I was like, oh yeah, thank you, that's very helpful. So anyways, querían porque no les tirabas la onda. No creo que sea eso. No creo que sea eso. You know, there's another thing that I noticed. The gym people is very handsy. Like, I don't know if it was only this gym, but for example, in reception, right? Remember I was in reception and the girl was taking my talk bag. I have it somewhere. No, I don't have it. So remember the girl that was taking my talk bag, like the girl on the reception that received my bag. Anyways, she was like, hey, yeah, we can save your bag on the blah 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 blah. And then this another guy approached and he was like, hey, so, and they totally, like, it was a moment where I was like, huh? Because they totally started ignoring me. Like, the guy, this fit guy approached and he was like, hey, are you feeling okay? Like, don't you want to go rest? And I don't know. And he put his hand on her like cheek. And I was like, and the girl was like, yeah, I'm fine. She was a little bit uncomfy, but the guy was like, you're typical. Okay, wait, I have it here. He was just like this. He was just like this. Hey, like, are you feeling okay? Like, I know you're tired, or I don't know. And the girl was like, yeah, I'm fine. And she put like her hand here to like block him. And I literally was so confused. I didn't know, should I intervene? Because I don't know that maybe it's their dynamic, maybe they're a couple, maybe there's something like what should I do? Like, I was so worried. I was like, lady, are you in danger? But at the same time putting it on perspective, the guy was 2 deltas. So even if I intervene, I will have had he will kick my ass. He will kick my ass. Like, I have survival instincts. Even though I wanted to, like, I had the thought of intervening, I had to be honest with myself and say, wait, if I intervene and he punched my face, I'm gonna lose my face. Period. So, anyways, happily this guy, actually my coach, I call him my coach because that's the only guy I'm gonna approach from now on. The guy who corrected my posturing was really nice to me. He approached, I'm gonna copy and paste this, guys. Wait. Okay. Did I do something wrong? I think I fucked it up. Never mind. So, happily this guy like approached, and this guy, the guy that was really nice to me and corrected my posture and everything, he's like the biggest one of all the guys in the gym. Okay, like, God, I was so scared of this guy. Like, dude, I swear to God, these guys punch me and I just disappear. This guy punches my face or do something to me, I'm gonna disappear from existence. It's very scary. It is very, very scary. You just don't get it. And so this guy approached, and his smile faded a little bit, and he was like, like, first he was confused, and then when he looked at it better, he was like, like, this is not correct, right? So he said something like, yeah, like, he called her out, like, to do something, and she was like, oh yeah, like, oh, he's calling me, I'm gonna sorry, my bad, I need to go, blah, 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 blah. And she went away, right? So I don't know, like, it was a little tension there. So I have a lot of theories, like maybe, you know, maybe so they can be a triangle, you know, the big buff man can be in love with the girl, right? But also the other guy that is also buff but is less buff than the other one is also in love with her, you know, and they're like constantly fighting for her. Or the second theory, that makes more sense, because hear me out. Anything where rental will be very handsy. No, they didn't touch me. I'm the client. That touched me, I can sue them. Okay? They were dancing with each other, and also another clients, but I guess were clients that they knew, right? Because they're said hello with a kiss. And here, when you say hello with a kiss, and it's when you're friends with someone, you know, it's when they're part of your circle. You know, so they were like coaches and clients that were saying hello with a kiss. So I guess they knew each other, or they have some kind of relationship, like a friendship or whatever, right? But anyways, the second theory, that's the one I believe the most, is that, so this same guy, where is it? This same guy was also very handsy with another of the coaches. Like, after he approached the first girl, he was like, oh, you're tired, I don't know. Like, I was in reception again because I had a problem with the training that they gave me. Like, they gave me a training that was focusing on chest and shoulders, and it had a lot of exercise with chest and shoulders. So when my coach saw this, he was like, no, like, that you are not gonna do this at the beginning because you're gonna die. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. So we were on the reception again, so they could change my training, and there was this guy again, the fucking fuckboy, right? And there was this girl, another girl on the reception, the one who actually told me, like, I'm not a coach, I'm a receptionist. So anyways, she was there, and she was like, oh, and he talked to the big guy, right? He talked to the big guy, and he was like, hey, can you take care of this? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And he was like, yeah, sure. And then you know what the fuckboy say? The fuckboy say, again? You're going to the bathroom again? At this point, you say you don't want to go alone or something. Like, I don't remember what he said, but he implied that he wanted to join her in the bathroom in front of me. And I was just there like, haha, whoa, lady, not even lady, like, sir, can you control your behavior in front of me? I don't know what's going on. So anyways, like, the big coach give him the looks, like, it wasn't even like it was a judgy look. It was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It wasn't even like a mad look. It was just like, yo, stop being cringe. And anyways, the girl was like, happily, like, this girl wasn't like the first one. The first one was like very uncomfortable, but she didn't say shit. This girl said, what the he said, like, ¿cómo dices que te importa in English? It's not your business, or some shit like that. And she went away to the bathroom. So my coach changed my training, and he was like, excuse me, and he basically pushed the other one. It was very funny. He was like, pushed to the side, right? So and I was just there. I was just there like, hey, thank you. Make the booth grow gay, and I'm sold. Joe, I don't know if he gay. You know what makes me so, like, pissed off is that in the gym you cannot, like, okay, so you know this type of gays, you know, guys, this type of gays, you know, and you can actually recognize there's one type of gay that is very obviously they're gay because they have a lot of mannerisms, and the way they dress is very gay. Okay, they obviously, like, notoriously screaming gay in all over their bodies. But there's kind of gays like me that are just like, we are gays, but I don't think I don't have mannerisms, and like I just dress like very low key, you know. So the first kind of gays, they like to dress very good and very, like, outstanding, so you can recognize they're gay. Like, their clothes scream, I'm gay. So anyways, there's the second type of gay that is gay, but they don't show it on the dress, and they don't have mannerisms. They're more low key, right? So I could recognize, so, and you know, like, this is, maybe this is a stereotype where you live, but where I live, this is very common. The first kind of gay that has a lot of mannerisms and they had this certain way of dressing, they often looking for a big guy. Like this big guy. And also, the first kind of gay actually makes me scared. Because it's your typical guy, like, they know, like, I don't know how to, like, those kind of gay scares me. You know, your typical gay that is, like, a mean gay, but they are not actually mean, they just, like, talk like they're mean. I don't know how to explain it, but they make me scared. They make me scared. I feel like they're gonna judge me. Or if they don't judge me out loud, they're gonna judge me on their minds. Pissing all by yourself, handsome but on their own, Kelly. Yeah. Yeah. If the poof bro, if strangers give me 5 minutes with them, oh my god. Anyway, I do have like a little crush on the poof bro, I'm not gonna lie, because he's very sweet. Like, he's very like, he's like normal, you know, like very polite, very like helpful, and he was like, and you know, he told me like, you know, if you need help, you just hit this button on your cell phone, because I assign myself your coach, like he's gonna be my principal coach, and whenever he's like in the application, it's gonna say like, your coach is in this. Your coach is in this schedule, right? It's gonna appear the hours he works. So anytime, like, if he's on the gym, I can click the button and it's gonna call him that one of his students need help. And I was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And you know, that's just being nice. That doesn't mean he's flirting. He's just being nice. But just say like points, you know, he's gaining points. There's only 2 types of gays. There's only 2 types of gays. My type and not my type. To be honest, I don't know, right? I don't give a fuck. Okay, there's something I noticed, okay? I'm just sharing you my knowledge in gay people. My favorite types of gay are fire and electric, but dark and fighting have a special place in my heart too. Talking about gays like they're Pokemons, right? You gotta catch them all. Wait, what? Help me, Boof Bro Sensei! What is this? Help me, Boof Bro Sensei. I'm stuck. Yo, that's... I don't gonna laugh anymore. Wait, apparently Twitch is not streaming anymore. But that's weird because YouTube is still on, right? I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm not gonna touch anything because I think I'm gonna fuck it up. C was just professional, but Delta C as a flirt, and that's the total opposite what I you say. Chawaba, I you say he's just being nice, but that's gaining points, okay? Like, he's just doing his job. Don't put words in my mouth, I'm gonna get mad. So, after this, I forgot what I said. Oh yeah, the fuckboy, right? So the fuckboy was just like, he went away after Buffalo, like basically him up of reception, and he was just like giving me like my new training, you know. He was like, okay, so we're gonna focus on legs and blah 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 blah, because I also have like back problems. So he's like, okay, because your medical thingies, like, we're gonna put this and this and this, and you know, we're gonna your goal, you know, like my goal for in 2 months is to be able to run 30 minutes like on the running machine. He was like, that's your goal. And I was like, you know, I was very worried because I was like, but sir, I have heart problems. And he was like, yeah, exactly, because you have heart problems, you need to train your heart, you need to make it stronger. But I'm not gonna make you run 30 minutes just now. You're gonna start with 10, then 15, then 20. You know, it's gonna be progressive. And I was like, Okay, I love running. That's a lie. I didn't say that. I was like, okay, thank you so much. But nothing, you're doing fine by yourself. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah. After that, I did the exercises. I did the shit I had to do, and I bought some cheese on the way back. It was good. It was a good cheese. I still have it on the fridge. You know what I'm planning to do? I'm planning to do some sandwiches with cheese, but because the cheese is not a normal cheese, it's like Oregon cheese, and it tastes like pizza. También los tipos gay que nomás se te quedan mirando como si hubieran visto a Chayanne. En mi trabajo en el gym hay muchos de ellos. Yeah, the thing is that with those kind of gays, maybe they're not looking at you like if you're with Chayanne. Maybe they are judging you in their minds. You say him, bro, I got hair problems and can run for 3 hours. That's what he said. Like like he explained to me that because I have hair problems, like I need to do cardio exercises, you know, because that's gonna fortify my heart. That's what he said. And because he have nice teeth, I will believe him. Anyways, going back to the topic, why do they have to dress so slutty? Like, I don't care about the girls, you know, I don't care about the girls, but I bet God, like, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to be a weird guy in the gym looking at the people, you know. There was this gay guy on Instagram that sent me like 1 free blowjob coupon on my birthday. We weren't even in a talking stage before that, like, bro, what the... I mean, Cesar, you had one chance. You had one job. Like, did you claim that coupon? you say, like, did you claim that coupon? A mouth is a mouth. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. A mouth is a mouth. What does this guy have his face on his stomach and crotch, but no on his face? Oh yeah, that can look like it. No, this is sweat. Okay, this is sweat. Okay, this is sweat. This is sweat. And this is like, because he, like, the shorts he was wearing were like so tight, I could actually see his little thingy. And then I can put eyes, I guess, so you can see his face. Why have people go to gym rhetorical question? guys, you know, like, one of my I wanna, okay, so the reason why I wanna green the gym is because I wanna do cosplay, but I don't wanna do any kind of cosplay. Okay, I wanna do, have you seen those like very nice Genshin Impact cosplays? I'm gonna do a Genshin Impact cosplay. So it's a little bit complicated because I don't know. It's gonna be a brown either, I guess, but you know, suck my dick. Does Bruno Mars is gay? I have no idea, dude. Does that see his face too short? Oh my god! You just hate me. You just hate me. Call me short. How dare you? You're so rude to me. To be honest, you should animate that story. I don't know. Genshin Impact, will you running cosplay a good game? Okay, the thing with cosplays, in my opinion, like, if you like the game, cosplay it, you know, like, cosplayers can cosplay whatever the fuck they want. In my opinion, for me, I prefer to cosplay characters from a video game that look nice. Like, I don't care if the video game is bad, mid, or very good. Like, if the characters look good, I wanna cosplay them. I don't care if the game is bad. You know, like, that's my opinion. But that depends. That will depend on everyone, right? I can see a Chichi for Genshin. Who the fuck is Chichi? Wait, I'll get a search. Chichi Genshin Impact. I haven't played Genshin in so long, guys. Chichi Genshin Impact. Ah, you mean Kiki? You mean Kiki? It's called Kiki. Yo, what the fuck? Just a child. What the fuck are you talking about? What is wrong with you? Talking about Kiki. You make me so mad. Love this format. Such a valid response. I respect that. Thank you so much. Finally, someone that appreciates my opinions. Gigi, hi Gigi, wifey, hello. How are you doing? Hi. Hi. But yeah, that was my first time on the gym. Well, it wasn't my first time on the gym. I used to go before, but I stopped. You know what's very funny? When I debuted and I started streaming, that's when I stopped going to the gym. So in a way, you can say that it's your fault that I stopped going to the gym. But now I'm going back. Yeah, you're so cool. Don't say it to me. I'm gonna get blush. But yeah, I wanted to tell you about something else, but I already forgot. Maybe I should have taken notes on what I was gonna tell you. But no, that I kinda forgot. Oh god, I have some coffee, give me a moment. Anyways, after that, let me think. I think I have no news. The yaoi on the class. Oh my god. Okay, guys. You just don't get it. I'm gonna cry. Okay, guys. I kinda fuck it up. So okay, so I need to go to the beginning. Okay, I need to go to the beginning. So it was and Sunday night I was feeling very sad. Okay, guys, I was feeling very sad. So I was in my bed and I was like, I was in a call with a friend, you know. I was in a call with a friend and we were talking and I was just like sad and the motivation. So you know what I did? I started drawing yaoi. I was on my bed, I was on my tablet, you know. I was drawing taka 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 taka. I was on my bed, I was drawing yaoi. You also will look good as Chonjun, Linnea, Naida, or Chiao. Okay, just like, okay, one thing that makes me scared about cosplay is the hate that dark-skinned people receive if they don't look good. You know, this is something I noticed, and you tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the grown side of cosplays in TikTok. But what I've noticed is that if a white person of a light-skinned person, it's ugly or not visually pleasing, but they do a cosplay, like there's no hate. Like, you know, it's just a person doing the cosplay. Because I think the skin color matches the character. I don't know what's the problem. But if an ugly dark-skinned person cosplays, or a not visually pleasing person cosplays a character that is not dark-skinned, receives more hate, because it doesn't happen with the handsome dark-skinned people. Like, if you're a handsome dark-skinned guy cosplaying, the hate you're gonna receive for doing that cosplay is gonna be low or not existent at all. And that's what I've noticed. And you know, guys, I'm average, okay? I'm not handsome, and also I'm not ugly. I'm just in the middle. And one thing that makes me scared, if I do a cosplay, I will wanna show it. You know, I will wanna share it with people. But you know, you're gonna see a brown Xiao, and that's a thing. So it makes me like, I don't know, guys. Maybe I shouldn't. As one does, understandable. Yeah, racism is a thing here. Racism's a thing, guys. So, I don't know. I will have to mentalize myself a lot to receive hate for being a brown Xiao. You know, I have to mentalize first. So I will not be surprised if I receive the hate, but at the same time, it will not affect me. Right? Also, being just like doing a cosplay is so fucking expensive, guys. Racism has been a thing for the last 12 years. yeah, exactly. And you know, one will think that in a community that is supposed to be very welcoming and whatever, like progress, woke, or shit and fuck, the hate will be lower, but apparently no, which is very funny. But if you do cultural appropriation for a culture that doesn't exist anymore in a video game, they start getting mad. That's a little bit double-faced, but we're not gonna talk about that. Anyways, the story. I was in my bed. I was sad, and you know, guys, the only solution for the sadness that I thought was drawing yaoi. So where is it? Where is it? I thought, you know, I'm gonna feel better about this. How do I feel better? How do I feel better? I'm gonna draw yaoi. So this was me drawing yaoi in the tablet, you know. I was drawing yaoi on my bed. I was drawing yaoi, blah 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 blah, and I kinda, you know, I fell asleep. I was t with the yaoi on the tablet. Anyways. You can call it what it is. Also, you were drawing art. I was drawing art. Okay, I was putting all my feelings on that piece of art. Kapow, show the actual piece. No, you want me to get banned from YouTube? You draw Delta and Buff Guy. No, the Buff Guy I met yesterday. Like, this was Sunday. He can show the actual piece on YouTube with demonetized, but not for the reason you think. I don't want to ask about what you said. So anyways, I fell asleep. The next morning I was going to class, you know, and I had a presentation on my tablet that I've been working on the weekend. So when the teacher approached and say like, so Delta, would you like to like share your advance with the class, you know? Like, because, okay, there's a thing. My thesis project actually got shown on an event on the university. Okay, so I think the teacher has very high expectations on what I'm gonna do for my grade project just because I got it in that event. So she was like, hey, so Delta, do you wanna like show what you like have on your like your project or whatsoever, right? You wanna share? I bet you wanna share, like come on, show me what you're doing, and blah 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 blah. And because I've been working very hard on the project, I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. So I grabbed my tablet where I've been working the presentation, like I have the presentation there. I grabbed my tablet, and then the other students also like approached. The other students were like, "Ooh, yeah, you're the one who like the band name of the band. You were the one. Yeah, I remember they showed your work, and it was your name." And they were like, "Oh yeah." Yeah, I also saw that. Oh, it was you. Oh, that was so cool. Like, I'm doing my project based on that. And I was like, oh. Anyways, I show it, and I turn on my tablet, and they saw the yaoi. I could clearly see how the smiles disappeared, and they started like they deform into what the fuck am I watching, and I was just there. I closed my iPad and I was like, I was like, wait. I was like, wait, give me a moment. I need to check on something. And I took like some steps away. I took like some steps away, and I had to take down my yaoi and put my actual presentation, and I closed the tabs and everything. And then I come back and I was like, I have it here, like, I've been working on this and that and blah blah blah, but the damage was done. Like, one of the students just went away, like he just disappeared when I come back, and they were like, oh, like, but it was like they're trying to just like very, like, they wanted to hide the fact that they saw, but it was very obvious, they were like, oh, so this is what you're doing, and the teacher was like, yeah, like the teacher was like, yeah, this looks good. But it like was it at least good? Like, I don't. Okay. Basically, the piece was a piece of like 2 OCs of my friend and I. Okay, her OC is like a demigod who is a mercenary, very buff, very big, very big boobs, and mine is a fairy that Loki looks like a fanboy, twink, and they have this very hate-love dynamic. And basically, I was drawing a scene where the demigod was like teaching him how to like be nicer to people, and it just looked like it was a social experiment. I'll do that every week, right? And I analyze the answer so I can actually say that it was a social experiment. It was Goku and the Spider-Man. Joe, what the fuck is wrong with you? Show us no. There's no way. No. I'm not showing you shit. Anyways, and exquisite. Anyways, I came back with my work, and they were like, is that kind of look and that kind of tone that they knew what's going on. Like they were like we need to hide it, we need to hide the fact that we know. But I knew they knew, so I was like, yeah, this is my job. So the teacher just gave me like a feedback, and I instantly went to my seat, and I started working on my tablet, and I didn't look back up. Like I couldn't meet their gaze. I know what you are. They were literally looking at me like, I know what you are, but they hide it between like, yeah, oh, it looks so good. I love how you use the colors. Oh, but how would you do this? And the teacher was like, oh yeah, maybe this can be useful for everyone. Like when you do this, you do that, and blah 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 blah. And I was just like, stop! I know you know, but I could not say that to them, right? I was just like, yeah. Amazing, Jimmy. Very funny. At the end of the class, this guy approached me. One of the guys that was watching my tablet and obviously saw the drawing. I was working in a commission on the free time because I didn't have anything to do. So he was like, "So you do drawings?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do commissions." And he was like, yeah, good. it was such a weird interaction, guys. Like he literally just approached to me. He approached to me. I was on my seat, I was on my seat. Let's imagine that this drawing is seated down because I don't wanna draw the seat. Okay, so this is the table, you know, and it has like computers, right? Anyways, like has things. This guy approached to me and he was like, so you draw? And I was like, yeah. And he just looked at me. And then look at my tablet. And because, guys, I wasn't drawing the yaoi anymore, okay? I wasn't drawing the yaoi anymore. I was drawing a normal ass commission. It was just a VTuber girl, like very cute, very kawaii. And he looked at my tablet, and because he didn't find the yaoi anymore, he was like, that's good. and he just went away and disappeared. And I used to stay there like, ah. I'm never drawing in public again. Next time, draw the eye of your glass, but you're insane and you're crazy, and I'm never gonna do that. Oh my god. Bro is probing? What the fuck is probing? On his place, I will ask, are you doing rule to... What? Yo, that is straight up weird. Guys, Chagwawa, like, you come to me asking that question, I'm fucking reporting you to the committee. Okay? You're fucking getting expelled from school. Like, that's... Guys, you don't do that. You don't do that to people. That's straight up weird. Just like me, no gay say it. You know what? You're so real for that. So are you? Why me? I'm minding my own business. You know, there's no rule that says that I cannot draw yaoi on the school campus. There's no rule that can say that I'm forbidden to draw yaoi on my free time. Okay, but going to someone, guys, and asking them like, hey, so you draw rule 34? Like, yo, I don't know you. Like, we are not friends. I don't even know your name, right? Hey. Brother either wants to commission or you. Or you what? Or me what? Or you? Ah, to commission me. Yeah, maybe, but that's the thing. Guys, my friends. Okay, so, as you may know, like, this is Secret Delta lore, okay? Before being a normal artist, I used to have a not safe for work account where I do like art, yeah, and I used to take like that kind of commissions, but that was so many years ago. Not even my friends know who I was. Like, my account is private. Like, all the trace of that life disappear. I bury it. Not even my friends know. I won't let a stranger know. What the fuck? You know, like, it's part of a life that is not mine anymore. Probably the commission, let's be honest. Yeah, but guys, as I told you, I don't even let my friends know that I used to do that kind of commission. Like, I mean, they know, but they don't know like my account or the drawings I did because I haven't shared it to them. Like, not even them know. I won't let a stranger know my shit. What the fuck? There is. Great, how did you know? wait, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Wait, I'm gonna ask, wait, give me a moment. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. I'm gonna say, hey, do you know if I can draw yaoi, on my free time on the university campus? Okay. He says, listen. Yes, you can draw yaoi or any genre of art in your free time on campus, but with a few considerations. Art is a personal activity. Drawing in your notebook, tablet, or sketchbook during breaks is completely fine. That university, redacted name, has spaces like libraries, study areas, and open spaces where students after sketch, read manga, or do creative work. Content sensitivity. If your yaoi drawings are very explicit, not safe for word / sexual, it's better to keep them private. Example, draw on your tablet or sketchbook without openly displaying them. Since the university is still a shared academic environment and staff and other students could consider it inappropriate in public spaces. If you're in a design, art, or related programs, professors usually encourage personal projects, but again, explicit work should be shown only in the right context. Example, portfolio review if it fits the project. Otaku community. I'm not gonna read that shit. In short, yes, you can draw yaoi at your campus in your free time. Just get down safe for work stuff discreet and context appropriate. You see? Suck my dick. No, you as in you. Me what? Check rules is morality clause? ChatGPT told me it's okay. Are you taking requests for free board art? No. I never did. Guys, I actually... Okay. I know when people say, I used to draw not safe for word, like you can imagine the worst shit ever, but I actually, okay, my drawings were actually just anatomy poses that, okay, this is very funny, okay, because at the beginning it wasn't a not safe for word arc. I used to started doing anatomy studies, and because I noticed that actually in this kind of mangas that are very explicit, anatomy is so like very, very nice done, you know? So I started sketching. It was just like, I didn't even color the drawings. They were just like pencil sketches of like people just hanging out on a rope and shit like that. It was anatomy exploration, okay? And people quickly started seeing us not safe for work for some reason, and you know, it gave me money, so I just continue. What can I say? I'm cheap. I mean, if it works, right? It depends on your university contract. This type of art can be punishable, especially if you did it for a living. Huh? Would it also consider a breach of contract and the works become the property of the uni? What is the uni gonna do with my porn? No, that can't be right. Like, there's no way that can be right, because I know people that actually, like, guys, for paying students, people actually, like, I know some people that work as a night workers and do, like, in real life, yaoi or shit like that to pay for their college, and they can study normally. So I don't think I don't think we have a rule like that here. There's also a thing that, of course, they're not gonna share it. They're very discreet, and this was an accident, okay? I do not go in my life sharing that I do yaoi, okay? It's something private. It's for myself. This was an accident. But anyways, I have a class actually today, and I don't know how am I gonna look at the people. I'm not gonna look at them. I don't even wanna go. I'm gonna cry. I don't wanna go, but I guess I need to go. Actually, guys, like, I was gonna say we have 15 minutes, but we only have one. My bad. But yeah, I need to go to class. I need to prepare for class and take lunch and, you know, wash their faces again. I'm so excited. Yeah, to see them all again. Wow. I'm so excited. Only one minute? That's more than enough. That's more than enough for what? Very good job. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me see if someone's streaming right now. I think I saw Cela, but I don't know if she's still streaming. Let me check. I don't like this anymore. I wanna go home. I don't wanna go to school, guys. I don't wanna go to school. When is going to school so hard? Okay. Let me see who's streaming. I think Yeah, Cela is still streaming. Okay. We're gonna raid into Cela. I think she's doing some keyboard ASMR stingy. So I'm gonna send you to Cela, and as you know, we kapow in your ass. Yeah, we kapow in her ass to show her love and appreciation. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much for yapping with me. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing some art, like this time for real, no fake. We're gonna be doing some art. Hopefully it's gonna be everything's gonna be okay. Thank you so much for today, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow, okay? Take care, take water, stretch, and remember, you need to take good decisions. Kiss your mommy. So I'm gonna be kissing them for ya, and you're not gonna like it because you're gonna call me daddy. Let's go. Go home.